Grill Sergeant here, and today we're going to be doing sushi on the Pit Boss Pro Series Vertical Elite. I got my son Ezra helping me out today. He loves sushi just as much as I do. So let's go in the kitchen and check out how it's made. Ezra, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like sushi?
50.
50.
100.
50, 100.
1,000.
Okay, that means he really likes sushi. So now I'm going to have Ezra go over and explain all the ingredients needed to make our smoked salmon sushi. All right, so walk us through, Ezra. What do we got here?
So this is the Alaskan sockeye salmon.
This is wild salmon, and then one way to distinguish if it's wild salmon or farm salmon is the redder the salmon is, that is wild salmon, and if it's orange in color, that is going to be farm salmon. So then we got 2 knives here. What are these knives for, Ezra?
This one's for cutting the salmon, and this one's for cutting the roll.
What's this?
This is the organic sushi sheets.
All right, and what's this bamboo looking thing here?
This is the rolling mat. You roll it.
Now back here you have a measuring cup. What's the measuring cup for?
The water.
Water, all right. So what does mirin do?
Mirin is sweet cooking rice wine,
Okay.
and it gives the sushi rice a sweet flavor.
Okay. And then in here, it looks like we have the sushi rice, short grain Japanese rice.
Yeah, Japanese jasmine.
Okay.
Rice.
And then we have our rice cooker. Now, does this rice cooker have sushi mode on it?
Yep, right there,
Lord.
sushi rice.
Well, would you look at that? They thought of everything here. Let's go to the flavor train. All right, what do we got here?
Barlow's barbecue sweet red dirt.
Ooh.
Rub and seasoning.
Now, really quick, so my friend Scott from Bartlow's Barbecue sent me this, and this is a phenomenal rub. It is very, very sweet. It has brown sugar. It has honey in it, paprika, salt, very, very sweet and savory. Some cream cheese.
Philadelphia.
And then we have some sriracha mayo. Now I'm going to be putting that on my sushi roll. I don't think Ezra's going to be using that on his. Ooh, man, some good sweet heat right there. We have some soy sauce. We have some wasabi.
Authentic Japanese wasabi.
And then if you want, we also have a glaze that we're going to be putting on the salmon, which is some Texas heat pepper jelly. And then we're going to be using some honey inside that. What should we do first? Should we make the rice?
Yeah, let's make the rice.
Okay.
So first you gotta like.
What?
You first gotta go like.
Why are you punching the rice maker?
So for step 1, you're gonna pour 1.5 cups of rice into a clear bowl, and then you're gonna run the rice with water, and you keep doing it until the water's clear. So we're gonna. So I'm washing the rice. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit.
Do you have to use soap to wash the rice?
No. Disgusting.
Great. And you repeat that process until it's not murky anymore?
The water's clear.
Look at that murky water.
Literally rinse and repeat.
All right, so now that water is pretty clear, so I think we are good.
Drink up. Drink up, babies. Playing with rice.
You're crazy, man. Now where are we putting that? Okay, where are we putting that? In the bucket?
We're going to pour our sushi rice in the rice cooker. Spank that bad boy. 1 2/3 of water.
All right.
1 teaspoon of salt.
1 teaspoon of salt, all right.
And 3 tablespoons of mirin. Now we're going to mix the rice together.
All right.
That should be good. And then we close the hatch. Press power and sushi rice and walk away and go take a nap until it beeps.
All right, so this is going to take about 40 minutes. So let's prep the salmon. All right, so I have the salmon here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on a wire rack. That's just going to make it easier to transport onto the smoker. We're going to glaze the salmon right now, and this is our pepper jelly mixed with honey. So we're just going to glaze these up, and that is also going to help the rub also stick to the salmon. we're going to take our Sweet Red Dirt by Bartlow's Barbecue, season these up. Yeah, this is definitely a very good sweet rub and pairs surprisingly well with the salmon. Now what I'm going to do is let the seasoning sweat into the salmon. Now let's go outside and get the smoker turned on and prepped. All right, to prep the smoker for the inside, I have my tray here with the aluminum foil. That is going to help catch the drippings. We'll put the salmon on this rack. I'm going to move this rack up one. That's just going to give us space to put the rack in. Now we're aiming for 145 degrees internal temperature for the salmon, and at 400 degrees, that's going to take about 20 minutes. So I'm going to press and hold the power button. So now I have a stopwatch, and I'm curious to see how long it actually is going to take to actually get up to 400 degrees with the rapid fire igniter. So I do have the timer going, and we're just going to see how long it takes. And then under here, I am going to go to our P setting. I do want to be in smoke mode. And what's cool is at any temperature you set the smoker, it is going to just put out tons of smoke as well. So we are going to go P7 on that. That's just going to deliver the most amount of smoke. And now we are going to go under the temperature, and we're going to crank that up to 400 degrees. Boom. And look at this. We're not even a minute in. We have 57 seconds, 58 seconds on the clock, and I'm already seeing smoke in the chamber. I'm telling you, the rapid fire igniter in here, it heats this thing up so quick. Definitely a game changer for the vertical smoker for sure. Once I actually hear a fire roaring in the burn pot, I am going to close the door, and then we're just going to let the temperature climb on that. There's something so hypnotic just watching the smoke pour out and having the sunlight hit it, and then you just get the smell of the oak and the pecan. It is awesome. All right, we're not even 5 minutes in. I hear a fire in the burn pot. We're going to close down the lid right now. So now we're just going to let this thing climb and climb and climb to 400 degrees, and we're going to see how long it takes. So we're not even 15 minutes in, and we're already at 250, which is very surprisingly fast compared to the Brunswick. It would take me about 45 minutes to get up to 250 for this size of cabinet. So this rapid fire igniter is just crazy fast at getting these pellets heated up and getting that burn pot screaming hot. So I'm curious to see how much longer it's going to take us to get to 400. All right, so a little over 34 minutes. What I like is in the VST smoke mode, this thing is putting out tons of smoke. So let's get the salmon inside. All right, we're gonna let the salmon bathe in smoke for the next 20 minutes. So now let's go prep that rice. So what should we do first, Ezra?
So we should get a wet towel and a tool to mix the rice with.
All right.
We're going to take the bowl out of the rice cooker, lightly fold the rice.
So lightly fold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not mixing. And then we're going to put a damp towel over the bowl and wait 15 minutes for it to cool.
All right, it's been 20 minutes. Let's check on the salmon. Yeah, we are good. Woo, looks good. All right, so we have the salmon here, and what I'm going to do is help get these in 1/2-inch strips. So we're just going to, and it doesn't have to be super fine as far as like clean edges and whatnot. It is just going to go inside the sushi roll, but definitely getting these as close to 1/2-inch sections is definitely going to help out. Now let's get some cream cheese on here, and we are going to do the same. We're just going to cut it as best we can. Okay, so we got our strips of cream cheese. We have our salmon. I think it's time to make some sushi rolls.
So we're going to need your half-inch thick salmon, your half-inch thick cream cheese, and you're gonna need 1 Nor sheet and a bamboo rolling mat. And you're gonna need 1 cup of rice and some water so the rice doesn't get stuck to your hands.
Is it 1 cup of rice per roll?
1 cup of rice per roll, but you can use more.
Okay.
The shiny side is a lot smoother than the other side.
So is the shiny side up or down?
So it's shiny side down. So you're gonna put the shiny side down. I'm gonna wet my fingers.
Now, why are you wetting your fingers?
The rice doesn't stick to it if you wet your fingers. And you're gonna want to do a rolling motion to spread the rice. Gotta flip it.
Whoopa!
Nice, beautiful salmon.
So half of it you eat and half of you put it on the roll?
Basically. I don't know what plant this cream cheese came from, but it's not the best quality. Now that you have this, you're going to stick your thumbs under and roll. And once you've got all that good stuff in, you're going to push, firmly hold it for a couple seconds. You're going to let go, pull this back. Then you're going to see that perfect roll. Then we're going to pull this back and roll it, squeeze. And there you go. You got a perfect roll.
We may have had some help from Mama. Now, before we cut the sushi, I'm going to take the sweet red dirt. We're going to season the tops of these. Now it is time to cut the sushi. So now we're going to start in the middle, and we're going to cut straight down, like so. Very good. So we have our sushi in the middle. Something that's going to help you is having a wet rag to keep wiping down in between cuts. So now we're going to make another cut. Not too shabby. Let me get these cut up and then we'll tune back in. And now it's time for the taste test. And unfortunately, clumsy old me recorded the whole taste test in cinematic slow motion with no audio. To recap, man, the sushi was so good, so flavorful. The amount of smoke was perfect on it, even though it was only in the smoker for about 20 minutes. Had a lot of flavor to it. And if you're used to the store-bought sushi, man, this thing was night and day better. And we did like a cost comparison. It's cheaper to actually make it yourself. And it's better. And you get like a lot. So, thank you guys for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comment section. My arm's about to fall off because this gimbal is so heavy right now. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a good workout right now. Woo! All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, Grill Sergeant out. Peace.